Huh? What's going on?
That is a large gathering of robots. Let us see what the fuss is about.
That was awesome!
Tell it again.
What is going on here?
She just told us a most interesting story.
What story?
After I collapsed, an old human man found me and spoke to me. He said he couldn't repair my damage, but he could alleviate my boredom.
A story for robots? This I gotta hear.
I'll gladly tell it to you.
Sure, let's hear it.
Okay, listen closely.
Our story takes place in the nation of Aurora, during the final days of a terrible world war. After what seemed like an age of research, artificial intelligence expert Dr. Mabuse was nearing the completion of a project tasked to him by the Auroran army, the creation of a fully automated battle robot. But one night, as his nation loomed on the precipice of defeat, Dr. Mabuse packed up his things and abandoned the laboratory in which he had worked for so long. You see, the kindly doctor never approved of his research being used for violence and feared that his creations might do untold harm in the hands of evil men. It was thus he decided to continue his work on the robot in a village far removed from the flames of conflict. This steel body of yours is too heavy and will only prove a burden. And that weapon hiding beneath your chest plate is useless, seeing as now you have no reason to fight. I shall remove your clockwork heart and brain and refit them in a body made of tin. It was in the year following the war's end that the doctor's project was finally complete, and thus was a miracle born. A boy forged from metal, but blessed with the uncanny ability to learn like a human. Dr. Mabuse named the boy Blicko. Your name is Blicko. From this day forth, I shall teach you many wonderful things, and in exchange, you shall keep me company.
Keep company.
And so, Blicko's education began. The doctor shared much of his knowledge with Blicko, to which the curious robot replied with ever more questions. Blicko read poetry, listened to music, and learned to appreciate the beauty in art, expanding his understanding of the world one step at a time. And the more he learned, the more fulfilling each day became.
Blicko is a robot. Blicko is not human. Being human sounds exciting. Blicko wishes he were human.
And as Blicko grew more intelligent, the closer he came to seeing his wish come true.
My name is Blicko. I am not a toy. I am just as smart as any human.
So it went on, and soon days turned to months. Come here, Blick.
What is it, Doctor?
There is something I need to tell you.
Something to tell me?
Listen carefully. You are not to speak with anyone but me.
Why?
Because if people were to see a talking tin boy, they would be frightened.
Frightened.
So you must never leave this house. And if someone calls, you must pretend to be a doll.
A doll.
Good boy. Ah! Dr. Mabuse suddenly clasped his hand to his chest.
Is something wrong, Doctor?
I have a very weak heart.
A weak heart?
Oh, don't you worry, Blick. I shan't be leaving you anytime soon. Not until I have learned just how intelligent you might become.
Leaving me?
What I mean is, Blick, if anything were to happen to me...
Happen?
Yes, Blick. If I were to... die.
Die?
All humans die. But death is not the end. Just as a caterpillar casts off her body to become a butterfly, we humans cast off our own, so that our souls might make the journey to the great beyond. I'm afraid when that day comes, though, we won't be able to see each other again.
Not able to see?
Oh, Blick, I don't expect you to understand.
Dr. Mabuse, are you home?
Without invitation, a young girl with bright round eyes and freckled cheeks bounded into the house.
Dr. Mabuse is not here.
Hey, the tin boy talked.
No, I didn't. I didn't talk.
But you're talking now.
Oh.
My name's Poupe. What's yours?
I am Blicko.
The seeds of friendship sown? Pupe began visiting the doctor's house more and more often. How old are you, Blick?
1.
Only 1? Well, then that makes me your elder.
My elder?
Yes. You must always respect your elders and do whatever they say.
Whatever they say?
Yes. And I say it's time you had some proper clothes. Take this lovely ribbon. One day, while Blick was alone, he thought of Pupe and his clockwork heart began to race. The more he thought of her, the faster the gear spun until it started to hurt.
I love you, Pupe.
As he said the words, his cheeks glowed orange. I love you too, Blick. As he imagined Pupe's reply, his whole body began to overheat. Blicko was in love.
I love you, Pupe.
Blicko finally had plucked up the courage to tell Pupe his true feelings. I love you too, Blick.
Ah!
What's wrong?
Nothing. My systems are overloading with joy.
I'm happy too, Blick.
Now we can spend every day together.
Every day?
Every day. Every day. Every day.
I don't think that's possible.
Why?
I have to work.
Work?
Yes. And when I'm working, I can't very well be here, can I?
Don't you want to be with me?
Of course I do. I love you, Blick.
Then we should be together.
I already told you that's impossible.
Together. Together. Together.
I'm sorry, Blick. I have to go.
Together. Together. Together.
I'll visit again soon, okay? Despite his advanced intelligence, Blicko was unable to think straight. The feelings in his heart would simply not go away. When the doctor returned, he could sense something was wrong. Whatever has happened, Blick?
Pupe has rejected me.
Rejected you? Ah, so my son is in love, is he?
I am not your son.
Don't say that, Blick.
Why? We are not alike.
Yes, but that doesn't mean I cannot still care for you.
You care about your research.
Blick, what a terrible thing to say. There must be a problem with your wiring.
And whose fault is that?
I'll have no more of this, Blick.
But it's true. While everyone else is having fun out there, I'm forced to stay in here. I learn about all sorts of wonderful things, but never am allowed to experience a single one. Why did you even bother giving me the mind of a human? All these feelings are making my head spin. I don't understand a thing. Why did you even make me?
Blick, you may have the body of a doll, but you are still my...
I am not a doll.
And with those words, Blicko bolted out into the night. There was a young man in the village who had heard the rumors of the talking tin boy. His name was Sly. He had a plan to make money by parading Blicko out before paying crowds. But first, he needed to gain the robot's trust. Hello, hello.
Huh?
The name's Sly. What do they call you?
Blicko.
Nice to meet you, Blicko. So, why are you sitting there looking blue?
I am sad. My heart is broken.
Let me guess. A girl? That's rough.
I also yelled at the doctor, and now am full of regret, full of pain.
I know how you feel, kid. I've done more than my share of things I've regretted.
Really?
Of course. But you can't let them get you down. You need to find a way to pick yourself up.
Pick myself up?
Yeah. Why, it just so happens that I was on my way to have some fun when I bumped into you. You could come along.
All right.
And so, at Sly's beckoning, Blicko ventured into the bustling city, where he was met by a cacophony of sights, sounds, and smiles. He watched the street performers. He went to the theater. He walked through the markets. He tried his luck at a casino. He had a few too many drinks. He had a few too many cigars.
This is fun.
I told you it would be.
I like things that are fun.
So, what do you want to do tomorrow?
Have more fun.
More fun it is, and I know just the place.
Hooray! Hooray!
Blicko found himself overwhelmed by all the new experiences. Who knew there was this much excitement to be had out in the world? After a few days, however, Blicko grew homesick.
Thank you for the fun, Sly. But I must go now.
Go? Where to?
Home.
You can't go back there.
I can't?
No, we're heading to a new town. Just the two of us.
But the doctor is waiting.
The doctor? He's not waiting for anyone.
He's not?
The old man sold you to me for a handful of coins.
But he would never sell me. Never. He loves me.
Loves you? But you're made of tin. Humans can't love something made of tin.
They can't?
Would he have gotten rid of you if he did? Just forget the old man. We can go someplace where we can have fun every day.
No, I don't want to. Dr. Mabuse would never just get rid of me. You are a liar.
Button it, doll. Now get over here.
No!
I'm not going to tell you again.
Stop it!
Blicko was only trying to free himself of Sly's grasp. But Blicko was originally designed for battle. His strength was far greater than that of any human. Hurled to the ground in a single swift motion, Sly whimpered once, and then lay very still. What was that? What happened? What on earth is going on here? A great crowd of people had gathered to see what all the commotion was about. I saw it with my own 2 eyes. That strange little doll knocked down that poor young man. He spun twice in the air before hitting the ground. Honest. Somebody call the constable. The crowd surrounded Blicko, inching closer and closer.
Get back!
It talked. The doll talked. Whoever heard of a talking doll?
Ah!
Blicko screamed as he pushed his way through the mob and ran off into the city. With nowhere to go, Blicko wandered the streets in a daze. After many hours, the little robot stopped to look into the setting sun, far off on the horizon.
Being human is hard. I scared away my best friend. I made the doctor sad. I hurt Sly. My heart aches so. Why did the doctor make me? Did he really try to sell me? If he wanted to sell me, why was he so kind to me? The more I learn, the less I understand. Why would anyone want to be human?
Blick! Blick! Where are you? Oh, won't you come home, Blick? While Blicko was away, Dr. Mabuse had gone out every night in search of his beloved creation. But this night was different. This night it rained, and the cold and wet was not good for the old man's health. Suddenly, a voice called out from the gloom. You are a very hard man to find, Dr. Mabuse. Now, give us what we came for. Dr. Mabuse's eyes widened in horror. Auroran soldiers. Without responding, he turned on his heels and ran as fast as his legs would carry him. But the doctor's ailing heart soon gave out, and he slumped to the ground, where the soldiers found him. A man your age should really be more careful. Now let us return to the laboratory. But as the soldiers tried to lift the doctor to his feet, a solitary figure emerged from the shadows. Let him go! It was Poupée. This is none of your business, child. Now step aside if you know what's good for you.
Don't make me ask you again, or...
Or what?
Or you'll regret it!
Well, aren't you a feisty little thing?
I said let the doctor go!
That's enough. Out of the way. With a cruel kick of the soldier's boot, Poupée went flying into a nearby wall, hitting her head against the bricks. Now look what you made me... Wait. What are you?
Let him go! Him go! Him go! Him go! Let go! Him!
Poupée's chest swung open to reveal a machine gun, and it began to fire. That's right. Young Poupée was a robot, just like Blicko. Built by the doctor and brought to the village that fateful night he fled the army, oh so long ago. Blicko finally found his way home, but his head remained cluttered with unanswered questions. Why does my heart ache so? Why can I not think straight? Why did the doctor make me? Questions that only the doctor could answer. But where was he? Maybe the letter on the table could tell him. Dear Blicko, if you're reading this, it means you're finally home. I always knew you would come back. Thank you. You've made me so proud. I'm going out to look for you now, but decided to leave you this message, in case anything happens to me while I'm away. My heart is growing weaker by the day, and I don't believe I have long left. That's why I must tell you this now, while I am still able. Blick, while you are still incomplete, every encounter brings you closer to becoming whole. Whether your heart is to be filled with love or hate will depend on those encounters, which is why it is important that you do not fall into the hands of the army. If they were to find you, I fear they would see you serve evil. This is why I must ask that you obey one last order. Blick, if I die, you are never to talk or move again. You and Poupée will both sit and live here in silence. Do you understand? Lastly, allow me to apologize for calling you a doll. It does not matter to me that your body is made of tin, or that your brain was assembled in my laboratory. You are my one and only son, and I love you more than anything.
Doctor! Doctor! My heart! It aches! I must let you know, but I don't know how!
Blicko could not stop trembling. Bang! Crash! The front door flew open, letting in the worst of the storm. Pupe was carrying the doctor.
Pupe!
Doctor! Blick, the doctor needs help.
Doctor! Are you all right? I am sorry. I am sorry. I was wrong.
There will be time for apologies later. We must first do something about the doctor's heart.
Doctor! Do not die. Please do not die. Do something, Pupe.
Blick, are you programmed to perform field surgery?
Field surgery?
Take my heart.
Pupe!
And put it in place of the doctor's.
Pupe! What is wrong with you?
Neural circuitry damaged. I'm sorry I lied to you, Blick. I'm a robot too.
A robot?
I was built to protect the doctor.
But you can't be.
We must hurry. Take my heart.
But I can't. I don't know how. Can you, Pupe?
It is in my programming. Yes.
Then give the doctor my heart.
But you'll...
If it means saving the doctor, I don't care.
Blick.
I can still be his doll. That's enough. Pupe, hurry! Hurry!
The doctor finally opened his eyes. How long had it been since that fateful night? Both Pupe and Blicko sat in the corner of the room, silent and unmoving. Blicko's chest panel open, Pupe's wires dangling from her head. It did not take the doctor long to realize what had happened. You gave your lives to save me. When did your hearts become so pure? Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. How you have grown. What I wouldn't give to have you know how important the two of you are to me. I love you, and not being able to tell you pains me so. Several months have passed, and the doctor has fully recovered. But is he still researching artificial intelligence? Dr. Mabuse, your students are here. Who's this answering the front door? Why, if it isn't Sly. And now he's working for the doctor, helping to keep the laboratory clean and tidy in return for an honest wage. It looks like the little scamp had a change of heart himself. Hello, Doctor. What will you be teaching us today? Having retired from research, the doctor now spends his days passing his knowledge on to a new generation of scientists. Where were we again? The physiology of autonomic function. Page 28, Doctor. Ah, yes. Now, where did I put that book? And what do we have here? A tin boy and a raggedy puppet, sitting together on the bookshelf. Doctor, shall I put on some tea? Sly gives a wink to the two dolls as he scurries off into the kitchen. Observing this, one of the students peers curiously over at the pair, who for an instant seemed to be facing each other before hurriedly turning back. Were the dolls kissing? Impossible!
My name is Blicko. And I am not a doll, for I have a human heart.
Joy, anger, sorrow. Perhaps it is simply having someone to share those feelings with that brings us true happiness.
Thrills, chills.
Yeah, that was a solid story.
Indeed. My circuits feel warm and fuzzy somehow.
It makes me want to try writing a story of my own sometime.
Ooh, good luck. Are you done yet?
I believe it takes a bit more time than that to write a story, Clicker.